One of the most foolish things I have ever seen is for a man to go and sleep in a woman's house. One of the most stupid things I have ever heard. You can have people stand and compare Nkrumah to who? Are you silly or something? Get back in line! You want to compare Nkrumah to who? Excuse me, sir. Back off.
Abusia for high global trends so media cyber Wyllbee anase nanaya one nanaya issue trend ya man enam suma Wyllbee ahwene nkwana Ghana for ke kansempi amanfo ke kanse Wyllbee ekoda honum amanfo nso ke kanse wokoda hotel ensempi na Ghana for no eka eno nam so ma Prophet Kofi Oduro edin sempi abetudwa emani yi quotation kra kire say one of the most stupid thing na wonu wo hunu wi ase say be ma kwakoda oba nchen emane sa kirim kra say gay no krana onam soma Wyllbee no san obabi baby sa no sa oba no oye ensansani kese oye dwamanfo kese okay kan sempi efa no ema o preach mo krasa kirimu se Ghana ha omo amodi Kwame Nkrumah compare Akufo Addo government obekaya Napo ebeka se government awabon homoden apart from Akufo Addo even po edini Akufo Addo government compare Dr. Kwame Nkrumah eno nam so ama Dr. Kofi Oduro achechirimu se eni kwanse mutimi efa Akufo Addo government compare Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na dia Dr. Kwame Nkrumah create maye no this current government kura intimi yesa yankune ngo show video bo mone na leave comment comment section ase
ofani na hotimi ko tena se be market echi no akoda oba de money e puro no ni ekun check Bible mu ma twempre na obi ani hokoda be ma beda ne de Emma bi twempra wo Bible. Empra twi bi wo Bible. Ado mo na twempra wo Bible mo bie ni wa be makoda ni fi. Munsura de wo bitimi ware de na yiri gya ho ekotena wo mu no ye adwuma mienu ne miensa. Ye nye dwamanfo ma who call themselves wives. Obia ntimi nkasa nkyere ho. O ma yase enwe hia o mo che o mo nkwache. Edi ene se be ma foforo me butu ne so na wo bi mfa sika mmere wo mo no wo no aduane ni wo mo anyo mo. It's sad. I'm encouraging three scriptures to you, and I'm helping all the ladies and the gentlemen here. The first one will be Proverbs chapter 5 verse 3. I will read 7 verses in that, and then I can continue. Watch it, come on,
na obasansani anuchi ewo esoso na nenum ye trosene ngo na nechi ya nyuno se onyono
read the word
enam te se nkranta no fenu na esan
sa obey ya ye kana sem no twere kronkron ne friend was sansani ba read on
na nenum ye trosene sene ngo na nechi ya nyuno se onyono
we don't have the time
ne nine sign ko owu
ne nine isane ko owu
asama do na no
mo tie yo asama no apono ena
na na mo ntutukro
read the word
kwan de onkwara da
that woman does never go to the paths of life
na na mo nchinchini ko de onim ho
the Bible said wo chini. Read on.
Na fe me ma muntie me na munyi mo ho mfiri nenum nsem ho
tie me na yi wo ho firi wo ba sansan ne enum nsem ho
ma wo kwan mfiri no ho nko akiri
wo firi no
emban ni fie puna no
emban ni fie
wanfa woni die amma ebino
lower her sound for me. Focus on what we are doing, please. Read on, sir.
Wanfa woni die amma ebino
wo ni die wanfa nkoma ebino
ne wo mfie amma otimodemfo
na wo mfie dodo a wo bedie no oba sansan ne anye mfiri wo nsem amfa nkoma trimodemfo
na ohofo eni wade a
ho baba be di wade amei
na wo dwumadie antena obi hunu fie
tieye wo be di dwuma na akotena wo bi hunu fie
na wo na ekiri no wan penepene
wo na ekiri no wan penepene
sa oni pedua
na kaso obi penepene o te wa read on
sa oni pedua ne honam asa
be hunu sa wo fon
na wan ka se aw sa metane atenetene
enam se metane. How that I have hated instruction and my heart have despised reproof. And I'm some metane atenetene. Namakuma ye de echiri enimkadi.
Namentie ma church.
Mentie ma chire food.
Namamre maso ase.
Namamre maso ase ama minyansa chire food.
Ekakuma se esi mi bone kura.
Binankade ben ya.
Esi mi bone kura.
Nanka esi mi bone. Ponchire chire puatinetine pueputu put and kwakwan. Ye ba sorry but tongues but be brainy now. Is that truth? Be brainy now, young girl. Eh? Adiye see you kumasena. A common organ. A very common. Enyam ma nipa tia sorry dem yebi. Enyam ma nti omo aware de omo yere no maja de mi so ombre me na omo nso ete no wa omo krumu nka omo ho no so omo nso bre. Fa mo brapa. Refin kankan no ana you know we are there. Ababa betina sorry dem wa e kire nkwan betimi abata Kristo afo asennua no wadi nanamo achi. Kwa betimi asu Kristo mu aba. E keka kire nyame nkrofo. O ka kire no so ma afode ye omfa ni sika nko. Tell them truth. Nyasa Akufo Addo no na keka. They yin kra free gem because bonsam gem na real. They are real more than the clothes you are wearing. Tell the people that hell has opened its mouth wide. Osura asamai abai na kunum no atre ne numu haya. Isaiah chapter 5 verse number 14. That's right. Hell has enlarged itself and opened her mouth wide. And the dignitaries of this world and Jerusalem are running to hell. Asi ewu no an ye Ghana ha ne yewu. Asi ope baby a mortality rate here very high this country account. I was speaking to a medical doctor after this service and we were talking, Mr. Sampon, you will not believe the negligence the doctors who took care of his mother, medical doctor, the negligence is unbelievable. And I can tell you they can walk freely. Jenny need they will walk freely. Jenny need jambre subanwa Jimino. You see, Ghana, your problems be brave.
In the other service, a honor which mu say one of the most stupid thing I know who we are since a bema kwakota oba a demon, and they say and nekwa two a year bema a Wyllbee of us or washing one. A moon or such mu say a new quite say to me compare a government to Kwame Nkrumah. Now, dear Kwame Nkrumah, a year, you know, this government, and I said the previous government and MPP name this cry into one tear say a year amount for shall say a compare this government to Kwame Nkrumah government no and no Napo asemo kan.
Why don't they give to their children? Omo yen some Ghana ha den omo fama omo ma. Aden omo ma kotenatna parliament as MPs. Why don't they give it to their own children? Give it to them. Momo no madam. Mo amuto wi. Aden omo fama mo nanan mo wo fa asenum. Ene mo ma me no mo no mo. So Janice and Jammer, so when I was, away, I saw, the reportage of a young man that have died, somewhere, and, they mistaken his identity. And I was asking first question, Ghana, have you forgotten what you did to Captain Mahama? Kwasi amaya monunity ye, obiya boni ayemoro. That is why we have something we call rule of law. Put the person to the law court. Allow him to a fair trial. Give him the opportunity to defend himself. Give him the opportunity to be able to vindicate himself. If he is guilty, allow him to go to prison in dignity. Yemfabo mo biti so asiade we ya na ye bi Captain Mahama de bobo ni ti so obi ma mi gina ne so no opa matches hwie petrego ne so wasiafo amonwene. This is what you do to people in uniform. Abrante and they say, I have never seen any fine gentleman like that. He had a gun, 9mm short sidearm, full 16 rounds. Ammunition loaded. He saw foolish people like Janice and Jambras and he couldn't use the weapon. Asiafo te se enipa eku Captain Mahama denchida boas momo se ansesa mudini de bia mu beko bia asade ne beso ama pampaso ansesa mudini nyamudi. You saw a man, obi papa, Obiya soreba. And you couldn't have even that discretion because Jenny ni jambre Jimmy no and I am a kumama. And you killed that young man. I'm doing somebody a seeing answer. No. Ubi kwe jamai. So what? Muamote ha jaman forcing in here. The people that are seated here, how many of you are not promiscuous people? Who will be there? One of the most foolish things I have ever seen is for a man to go and sleep in a woman's house. One of the most stupid things I have ever heard. I'm telling you. Journeys and jumpers. You are not listening. Before I traveled, a young man died foolishly like that at Kaswa. You are still not learning. I'm seeing, look at that fine young man, bearded, lovely young man and his beautiful wife seated together in church. Young man, beautiful wife. It's nice, sweet. Look at my brother-in-law with his beautiful wife, nicely seated. Another brother-in-law with his beautiful wife, nicely seated with his. Enyamofe. Uhurisi hanu wakoba, oni wabawe weda, oni wabawe weda. Wakuma na sei, Jimmy wa wakume. Uja kwa usofuni. I'm talking to you with love. Me the word done kasachiro. Untia beti you. Tia! The Bible said foolishness is full of the heart of a man, of a child, and the rod of correction, the word of God will remove it out of their heart. About foolishness is bound at the heart of a child. The rod of the word of God shall correct it and remove you far away from foolishness. I know Papa Bia Wu Tessa no more, a great man, wealthy man, left his children serious estate of properties. Correct your boys and I property. Jenny ne jambra kuma na sanet here. Bibia the beshan in Sebu intimation. Look at what Nkrumah did. You can have people stand and compare Nkrumah to who? Are you silly or something? Get back in line. You want to compare Nkrumah to who? Excuse me, sir. Back off. I was in a plane, a young pilot was sitting next to me, had a book. He just kicked me. I don't know how he read, notice I'm a Ghanaian. He kicked me. He didn't talk. At the back of the book, Kwame Nkrumah, New Colonialism, written at the back of the book. And then I smiled. A pilot is sitting next to me, carrying a memoir of Nkrumah. Speaking in nonsensical madness because you are not trained well. And talking nonsense and madness. Somebody builds a motorway you are struggling to even maintain. And you come here talking nonsense? Huh? Yeah, concrete yard. You wouldn't name Yansanka woko tare no. A 2 hour tare no. Yeah, the concrete crown web in a tare. You come here talking nonsense, comparing your mediocrity kind of leadership to madness. Tia! Munika sachira for tina mukikanse no. Anytime I hold this thing, I cry. When I was leaving England, 2010, the exchange rate to the dollar was 1.5. As I'm speaking to you, the exchange rate is 1.3. And it has been from 2010 till now, it has been 14 years. 14 years. Abafom by 3 cents. 2010 till now, dollar and cedi. Now, people are quoting 16.1. And you come standing making comparison. Never talk of comparison. Tell the people of Ghana what you have done. If they want, let them vote for you. But I would do this nation good. In November, I would do a series. And I'm not talking about persons. 8 years of NDC, 8 years of MPP. I will compare their work on this screen in this building. When we finish, you make the decision and go and vote. Now they are phone and come here telling us say your mom pay your mouth. Stand, your pon.